To reduce traffic congestion, City X's Transportation Bureau plans to encourage people who work downtown to sign a form pledging to carpool or use public transportation for the next year. So there is traffic congestion in City X. Again, visualize, yeah, think about, don't just read it as words. It doesn't make sense then. Try to create a scene in your mind. So there's a lot of traffic congestion. So what is the Transportation Bureau doing? They are encouraging people who work downtown to sign a form pledging to carpool or use public transportation for the next year. So they're saying, okay, carpool or use public transportation so that the traffic reduces. Yeah. Everyone who signs the form will get a coupon for a free meal at any downtown restaurant. So, this is a reward that they are giving. Okay, in case you have that intent to use carpool or public transportation, great. Then, we'll give you a coupon. Okay, now for the Transportation Bureau's plan to succeed in reducing traffic congestion. So what is the aim of the plan? This is a plan question. The aim of the plan is reduce traffic congestion. As I say, we've discussed this in the module in the video as well, in the assumptions video, that you have to be very clear about what the aim is, right? That is what we strengthen, weaken, whatever. So, and when I'm looking for an assumption, I'm looking for an assumption that is required for the aim to succeed, right? So reduce traffic congestion is the aim of the plan. Why do I say this an assumption question? There is no assume, there is no assumption, whatever that word is not present in the question stem. Why is it an assumption question? Because it says that for the plan to succeed, which of the following must be true? When I say must be true, I'm saying it is necessary, right? Must be true is necessary. And essentially, what is my assumption? It is a missing necessary premise. So this must be true. This is necessary for my plan to succeed, which means that and it is missing. Of course, it's not given to me. So it is a missing necessary condition. Yeah. And that is why when we have a must be true, which of the following must be true for the plan to succeed, this is an assumption question. Look, when the question stem says which of the following is assumed by the argument, or what is the question essentially asking you? That which of the following must be true for the conclusion to hold or for the conclusion to make sense? And that is what an assumption is, right? So these are just, it's in a different way. If for a planned question, this is looking for an assumption. It is using the words of must be true. That also means that this is asking for an assumption for the plan to succeed, right? Okay, fine. Let's look at the options. So we're very clear about it that there's a lot of traffic. So the downtown workforce is being encouraged to sign this form, a pledge to carpool or to use the public transportation. Yeah, and they'll be given a coupon, a restaurant coupon. Okay. Now, option A. Which of the following must be true? Yeah, option A. Everyone who signs the pledge form will fully abide by the pledge for the next year. Look, what is our aim? Again, keep in mind what is the aim? To reduce traffic congestion. Is it necessary that everyone who signs the form must fully abide by the pledge? No. Even if a few people who sign the form abide by the pledge, even that will reduce traffic, right? So this is not necessary to be true. It's good. It's great. Our plan will be very successful if this happens, but this is not necessary. My plan is to reduce traffic. Even if I reduce it by a little bit, then also my plan will succeed. So that is why I say aim. Very important. What is the aim? Exact words of the aim. Very important. Okay. Look at B. At least some people who work downtown prefer the restaurants downtown to those elsewhere. Now, this is irrelevant, obviously. Whether people prefer those restaurants or not doesn't matter, right? This doesn't help us in any case, right? Even if people don't prefer the restaurant, they may still love to have a free meal over there. Anyway, it is just a reward, isn't it? As such as they're being asked to pledge, and that is just an additional reward, just a bonus. See, most downtown traffic congestion in City X results from people who work downtown. Look, now this is a trap answer that most of you got. And I can imagine why, because it makes sense that, it's talking about congestion, and it's not said in the argument that the congestion is caused by people who work downtown, right? There is congestion, that generic statement has been made, and then the plan is addressing only the people who work downtown. The plan is not for all the traffic or all the people who use that road, right? So that kind of does make sense, agreed. Here is the problem. It says most downtown traffic congestion results from people who work downtown. This is not necessarily true, not necessary to be true. If it was at least some downtown traffic congestion is caused by the people who work downtown, then it would have made sense. Then I need that to be true, right? But what I have is most of the congestion. Do I need that most of the congestion should be caused by them? No. Even if, let's say, 20% congestion is caused by these people who work downtown, if they are signing the pledge, and if some of them, at least some of them, if they start using the public transport or they start carpooling, then the traffic congestion will reduce. And as long as it is reducing a little bit, my plan is working. My plan is not to eliminate traffic congestion. My plan is to reduce it. So most over here is the wrong word. Instead of most, if it were at least some, then that would have made sense. Yeah, then it would have become an assumption. Yeah. Look at D. The most effective way to reduce traffic congestion downtown would be to persuade more people who work there to carpool or use. Okay, most effective way is irrelevant, as we have discussed before, when we are discussing whether a plan will work or not. We don't have to worry about what is the most effective plan or what could be an even better plan. That is absolutely irrelevant to us, right? We are discussing whether this plan will work or not, whether this plan will achieve the aim or not, the target. If some other plan can also achieve the aim or not, that is absolutely irrelevant to us. Yeah. So then this is also incorrect. Look at that. Of course, answer has to be E, but let's look at it. At least some people who receive the coupon for a free meal will sometimes carpool or use public transport during the next year. Correct. So we are saying here that, they've made it a little tricky. They have not said that at least some people who are pledging, who are signing the form, yeah, that they will sometimes use carpool. I mean, we do want that, right? We do want that at least some of the people who are signing the form, the pledge form, they will use the public transportation at least sometimes, and then my traffic congestion will reduce, right? I mean, if they just sign the pledge and do nothing about it, then the congestion is not going to reduce. Okay, so I do need that at least some people will do it. They say at least some people who receive the coupon for a free meal. And you know what? You might have a feeling that, okay, there could be many other people who also get a coupon for a free meal. But then what needs to be true is we know that these people will also get a coupon for a free meal for sure, right? Everyone who's signing the pledge. So even if this is a subset of everyone who receives a free coupon, yeah, my workers who are pledging, they are also a part of this entire set, right? So when I say at least some of this entire set, then I'm talking about then these people also, right? I'm saying that there is at least one person who got a coupon and who will sometimes carpool. If that happens, then yes, my traffic congestion will reduce, right? I do need that at least some of them will carpool or will use public transport. Okay, now if you want to negate it, at least some people, what happens to when I negate, what happens to at least some? At least some is one or two or three, etc., right? Till 100%, right? So then what is the negation of that? It is zero. It is no one, none. Negation of at least some is none. So I'm saying, when I say at least some, if I negate it, I say no people who receive the coupon for a free meal will sometimes carpool. So I'm saying that this entire set, none of these people, all the people who receive the coupon, none of these people will carpool or will use public transport. then automatically this entire set will also not carpool. So it doesn't matter even if they've signed the pledge, they are not going to carpool. If they won't carpool, then traffic congestion will not reduce, right? And there goes my plan. Then my plan fails. So I need this to be true for my plan to succeed. Yeah, and so realize that this is an assumption question. Realize that I need this to be true, not this to be true. It's great if this is true, but it is not necessary to be true. Even if, let's say, 20%, the downtown traffic congestion is caused by people who work downtown, even then my plan could succeed in reducing the traffic congestion. Right? Does that make sense? Yep. Yeah, it was a tricky question, but I hope you understand it now, right? Okay, great. Let's go on to the next.